Hi, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. And hopefully today with our picks and your picks, it's going to be another profitable day for you. Friday, May 3rd, NBA playoffs. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty of round one here, right? So Cavs Magic Game 6 goes back to Orlando. 4 o'clock out here in Phoenix, 7 o'clock Eastern time. Cavs take a 3-2 lead, I thought they would handle them a little bit better at home as like they did the first two games. Maybe not a blowout, but maybe like a 10-point win. Magic blew out the Cavs both games at home in games 3 and 4. So we're coming back game 6. Can Cleveland close it out on the road, or does Miami extend Orlando extend this to a 7th game? Great question, right? So I think the game's going to boil down to a couple different things. First of all, if Miami can score, and that means make shots, they will extend this to Orlando. They can extend this to Game 7. I don't think Cleveland's going to be absolutely firepower for Game 6. They have not shot the ball well in Orlando. Jarrett Allen's still questionable after that injury popped out of nowhere the other night. So he missed Game 5. Donovan Mitchell's not shot the 3-ball well. Had a kind of heroic fourth quarter to get them to win in that one as they were down quite a bit. It's going to rely on two dudes for the Magic. Paolo Banchero, Franz Wagner. And some other guys maybe to hit some threes would be magical for the Orlando Magic. I swear this offseason, I know we've talked this about every episode that we talk about the Magic. If they had some three-point shooters to go with this team, man, the sky's probably the limit on this deal. Banchero can go to the hole. Franz Wagner is awesome going to the hole or pull-up jump shot. He's got a lot of moves around the basket as well. Banchero's just not getting as many foul calls as he did during the regular season. And now all of a sudden he's taking a lot of threes because, I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to get beat up in the hole either. But that's what's been happening. When he doesn't shoot the 3-ball well, they tend to struggle. Jalen Suggs has not had a fantastic series. Shooting the threes, had a couple of good games. Guess what happened in those games? They won, right? So same type of thing here, I think, in Game 6. In this one here, it's going to boil down to can Franz hit a couple of threes, have the confidence in the stroke. Can Banchero get to the hole without turning the ball over? That's been a big, big thing. Darius Garland had a fantastic game last night. Garland's had like a month worth of garbage. Then all of a sudden last night he couldn't miss a 3 in the first quarter and goes over like all his point props and 3 props and everything else. But just started a little, they started hot, got cold second and third quarter, and then all of a sudden fourth quarter Mitchell kind of saved their rear end on that one. So in this Game 6 here, we do like the Magic in this particular game here. So let's give you all the bets that we've got in that game going on. So Magic, -1.5 first quarter, -2 in the two first half, -4 for the game. Franz Wagner, 20-plus points. Max Strus, under 9.5 points. He finally went over the 8.5 mark for the first time in the last game. We don't expect him to keep having this big old scoring stuff here. So we mentioned Wagner, 20-plus points. We also like him for 2+ threes, 5+ assists, over 30.5 par. That's points, assists, rebounds combined. We like Banchero at home, under 4.5 turnovers. The 2 games at home, he didn't turn the ball over. He had a bunch of turnovers in Cleveland, especially the first 2 games, but was very cautious with the ball at home. So let's give you those bets one more time. Magic Cavs, Game 6. Magic -1.5 in the first quarter, -2 in the first half, -4 for the game. Franz Wagner, 20-plus points, 2+ threes, 5+ assists, over 30.5 par, points, assists, rebounds combined. Max Strus, under 9.5 points, and Paolo Banchero, under 4.5 turnovers. So maybe one of the wildest series going on, Game 6, back in Dallas after Dallas kind of puts the mojo down on the Clippers in Game 5 in L.A. So a chance for the Mavs to close this thing out. 6:30 out here in Phoenix, 9:30 Eastern time. Kawhi Leonard doesn't look like he's going to play again. To be really honest, I don't know if I'd want him to come back in Game 6. The game he came back, they looked awful clunky on the offensive side of the ball. What happened? So they win the game in Dallas to tie that series up at 2-2. But they shot it seemed like 100. They couldn't miss. I mean, Paul George in the first quarter, first half couldn't miss, and James Harden couldn't miss in the second half, fourth quarter especially. It was unreal shooting that let them win that Game 4. Game 5 comes out, a little bit different story. Luka's actually scoring quite a bit better. Seems to be a little bit healthier on the knee. And Dallas kind of puts it to him in LA. So what do we expect for Game 6? It's an 8-point line, first of all, 206.5 total. It's a big number here, but to be really honest, I think the shooting luck for the Clippers, I don't expect to see another game like that they had against Dallas. Now, I expect them to show up here. I don't expect this to be a cakewalk, but 15-point lead into the fourth quarter. Midway through the fourth, and then the Clippers have to decide if they're going to fight for it or if they're just going to hand it over to the Mavs and let the Mavs take this one in 6. So we do like the Mavs in this one here. So Mavs -2 first quarter, -4 in the first half, -7.5 for the game. We're going back to Kyrie one more time. He didn't have his best game in the last game. I think a nice bounce-back game here for Kyrie. 25-plus points, 30-plus points, 4+ threes, and over 35.5 par for Kyrie. James Harden under 7.5 assists is plus money. It was 8.5 in the last game at plus money. It's a little bit, they took 1 assist away, but I don't see Harden having a fantastic game here. Harden over 2.5 turnovers one more time in this one, as he easily passed that mark in the last game. And we are going to take a little bit of a flyer just because of the number. Luka at a triple-double when we grabbed it earlier today at plus 260. So one more time, Mavs and the Clippers. Game 6 in Dallas. Mavs -2 first quarter, -4 in the first half, -7.5 for the game. Kyrie, 25-plus points, 30-plus points, 4+ threes, over 35.5 par. James Harden under 7.5 assists and over 2.5 turnovers. And then sprinkle a little bit on Luka triple-double. Let's see if he gets that one down at plus 260. That's a great number there. The Clips played pretty well. I mean, if they wouldn't have, I think that game with Kawhi came back, they could have figured out how to let him sit. Maybe they have the lead going into this game here. I don't know. We expected the Mavs at the start of the series. We just thought they were playing a little bit better defensively, and offensively they seemed to flow a little bit better, especially at home. But this one here, would I fall on the floor if the Clippers figure out a way to win this one? No. I don't expect the Mavs to come out and shoot a horrible. They've started off some slow. I mean, they've started off with some slow shooting games, to say the least. We expect the Mavs to come out a little bit stronger here, try to finish this game out in the 6th game. So if you want to see all of these bets, no problem at all. We've got them on our Google Sheets. You can find these in multiple spots at the end of our show here on YouTube or on our YouTube or TikTok page, Sports Bets for Free. It reads docs.google.com/spreadsheet. Just click into there, go to basketball 23-24, scroll down to May 3rd. You'll be able to see all of these bets. Plus, just to make sure, we might have an updated better too that we take after the show as we try to get these out to you as early as possible. So sometimes injuries happen, things happen. So make sure you do come back and check those out when you got some time. And as always, if you could subscribe or follow us, no matter what social media platform you're following us on, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, or any of the others, makes life really simple to find us once you hit that follow or subscribe button. We just go right to your follow or subscriptions tab. Or if you want to make life even easier, make sure you turn on those notifications to the social media platform you're watching us on. You'll get a notification sent to your phone or device to let you know Sports Bets for Free has dropped a new episode of bets. Give you plenty of time to match them up with your bets and give you that ton of confidence you need heading to the betting app or betting window. I do appreciate everybody's support as always, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode.